So first one topic, that is the it is the drug discovery and drug development. So what is the drug discovery? It is the Federal Food and Drug and Cosmetic Act as regulated through the Title 21 of the U.S. Code of Federal Regulations. So the various steps in a drug discovery. The first stage is the new chemical entity, pre-formulation study, formulation study, then the preclinical trials, then the clinical trials, the IND means investigational new drug applications, then the NDA new drug application, INDA, then the ANDA abbreviated new drug applications, then the SNDA, then the toxicity study, then it's the preclinical study, preclinical trial which is conducted and which is done in the 6.5 year. The clinical trial is done in the 7 years, and the NDA review is done in the 1.5 year. So the total time duration it takes place the drug discovery, it is the 15 years. Then the drug development stages, in which the first one, that is the sources of a new drug, then the goal drug, then the methods of drug discovery, the lead compound, and a prodrug. Then the second topic, that is the clinical trials. So what is the definition of a clinical trial? The clinical trial is a systematic investigations of human subjects or evaluation of safety and efficacy of a new drug product. So the 4 clinical trials are conducted. The phase 0, it also called as the microdosing phase, and in this phase the ratio of drug is given to the patient as 1:100. Then the second one, that is the phase 1 study, in which the phase 1 study the 20 to 25th healthy volunteers are taken, and the time duration is 6 to 12 months. In which phase of clinical trial the drug escalating process are conducted. It's also called as the SAD and MAD study. SAD means this is the single ascending dose, and MAD means the multiple ascending dose. Then the phase 2, it also called as the exploratory phase or exploratory trials. So in which trial the 6 months of time duration will be taken, and it is not fixed, or 20 to 100 patients should be taken. Then in which phase the optimum dose finding are given. So the phase 2A, in which it is the designed to access the dosing requirement. Then phase 2B means the design to a study of efficacy. So the next one, that is the phase 3, in which it is also called as the therapeutic confirmatory trial, in which trial the 100 to 300 patients should be taken for time duration, that is it is the long time of duration, it means the 5 years, in which the phase 3A and phase 3B, the phase 3A are conducted prior to the NDA, and the phase 3B is conducted after the NDA review. Then what is the NDA? The NDA is the new drug application. It is the formal proposal for FDA or a DCGI to approve the new drug for sale. The DCGI means the Drug Controller General of India, and in current the Drug Controller General of India are the Dr. V.G. Somani. Then the last one, that is the phase 4. So the phase 4 is also called as the PMS, means a post marketing surveillance. In this phase, no fixed time duration or no fixed, that is, the patients are required to the periodic safety update reports. Then the reporting of ADR, there are the four tools of reporting of the ADR means adverse drug reaction in the SEOMS form. That is first one, this is the WHO international system. The second one, that is the US FDA MedWatch form. The third one is the UK, that is the yellow card system. Then the India, that is the international pharmacovigilance system program. Then the next topic, that is the therapeutic index. What is the therapeutic index? It is the quantitative measurement of the safety and efficacy of a drug product, and which is calculated by the formula, that is therapeutic index is equals to the LD50 upon ED50. LD is the lethal dose in concentration by 50, and effective dose in the concentration of 50. Then in which the second thing, that is a therapeutic window. It's a most important thing. What is a therapeutic window? The therapeutic window, it's a MTC upon MEC. The MTC means what? That is the minimum toxic concentration, and the MEC, it is the minimum effective concentration. The second topic, that is the pharmacovigilance and introduction of a pharmacovigilance. So what is the pharmacovigilance? Pharmacovigilance, it is defined as it is the study, it is the science and activities that related to the detection, assessment, understanding and prevention of a drug product or a new drug entity. So in the another term, that is it is a separate four parts, that is the detection, assessment, understanding and prevention of a new drug molecule or a new drug product. So firstly, the pharmacovigilance are introduced in the India since 2010, and the headquarter is the Ghaziabad. So the next topic, that is the the second topic, that is the ICSR, means individual case safety reports. So the ICSR process, it's conducted by the stage by stage process. The first step, that is the case reception study. Then the second stage, that is the validation duplicate check. The third step, that is the logging of the case. Then the triage. Then next step, that is data entry. The next step, that is the quality review. The another step, that is the medical review. Then the case closure. Then the last one, that is generate the report for submission. And it's a whole process are conducted the ICSR, means individual case safety reports. Then the periodic reporting in European Union, then the US and Japan. So the PSUR means the periodic safety update report, which is conducted in the Europe, that is in every 6 months are conducted. In the European in the America, it is quarterly during the first 3 years, and the Japan every 6 months for the 2 years are reported the ICSR. The next topic, that is the ICH and the SEOMS. So ICH, the long form of ICH is the International Council for Harmonizations. So what is the harmonization? It is the unity. In the 1990, the ICH, which is developed by the three main regions, that regions are the Europe, Japan and the US. So ICH is a body, it founded in the 1990 to discuss the scientific and a technical discussion or testing a procedure. So what is the reasons of harmonization? To minimize the escalating cost of the healthcare, then to minimize the escalating cost in the research and development, and next that is to provide a new treatment that is safe and effective of that patients. Then the CIOM. So what is the CIOM? CIOM is the Council for the International Organization of Medical Sciences, was established by the WHO and UNESCO, and it is founded in the 1949. It is the non-government and the non-profitable organizations. So CIOMS does not have any regulatory bodies, and it's a drug development document and its use. So the next topic, that is the regulatory authorities. First of all, it's a definition. So what is the regulatory authorities? It is defined as it is the body of a government entity. It's responsible for the making the regulations, providing the guidelines, and conducting the compliances of the various healthcare regulations, in which the various types of country are regulate. It's a separate guideline. So the CDSCO. The CDSCO, it's a Central Drug Standard Control of Organization. The second one, that is the FDA, means Food Drug Administration. Third one is the MHRA, that is the Medicines and Healthcare Products for the Regulatory Authority. AMA, that is the European Medicines Agency, etc. For example, the country and their regulatory body we will discuss. The first one, that is the USA, and its body, that is the US FDA, means United States of Food and Drug Administration. The second one, that is the UK. It's separate regulatory body, that is the MHRA, means the Medicines and Healthcare procedures for the regulatory authority. Third one, that is the Australia. It's having the TGA, that is the Therapeutic Goods Administrations. Then the Europe having the EMEA, that is European Medicines of Evaluations Agency. Then next topic, that is the how do I report an SAE, that is the phone or email, electronically or a fax. It should be considered. Then the next topic, that is the pharmacovigilance terminologies, in which the adverse event. So what is the adverse event? In simple, the adverse events, it is not necessary for adverse event have been caused by the treatment, and the adverse reactions means it is fixed to that several reactions or several caused by the reason of that particular drug. The second next topic, that is the unexpected adverse reactions. So what is the unexpected adverse reactions? In simply, an adverse reactions, the nature or the severity of which is not consistent with the applicable product information. It is the unorganized investigational product or summary of a product. It's characterized for and the authorized product.